In a report last night on ESPN's Outside the Lines, two former ball boys for the SU basketball team said that Fine repeatedly molested them beginning in the mid-1980s. Now, the claim made by one of the accusers was investigated by ESPN and the Post-Standard in 2003, and then by the university in 2005, all of whom could not corroborate the allegations. And now we bring in our sports director here at CitrusTV, Ryan Koletty. Ryan, why are these resurfacing now?
Well, ESPN only broke the report after a second alleged victim came forward, as confirmed by Syracuse police and SU. The first time allegations were made known to authorities was back in 2003. That was when Bobby Davis, a former ball boy for the basketball team, approached a Syracuse police detective at that time and said associate head coach Bernie Fine, the longest-serving assistant coach in Division I basketball after 35 years at SU, had molested him in the 1980s and 90s. Davis says that detectives said that the New York statute of limitations on sexual abuse had run out, but that if he knew of any other boys being molested, that Syracuse police would investigate. Davis then took his story to both ESPN and the Syracuse Post-Standard, but both organizations say there wasn't enough corroborating evidence to run the story. Now this week, a second alleged victim is stepping forward. His name is Mike Lang, drawing media attention swarming outside the Mello Center. He also alleges that assistant coach Bernie Fine molested him when he was a ball boy in the 80s and 90s as well. This evidence was enough for ESPN to run the report on Thursday. And Clay, that has now led to a Syracuse police investigation. It's important to note here that no charges have been filed, and Syracuse officials have responded with statements.
They have indeed, starting off with Jim Boeheim on a tirade about this, saying that Jim Boeheim had this to say about the entire situation. I've known Bernie Fine for 45 years, and there's absolutely no way I believe that any of this could have possibly happened. That's the bottom line. Now, Boeheim told later to ESPN, I believe they are looking for money. I believe they saw what happened at Penn State and they are using ESPN to get money. That is what I believe. Chancellor Cantor sent out an email to students and alumni saying that, let me be clear, we know that many question whether or not a university in today's world can shine a harsh light on its athletic programs. We are aware that many wonder if university administrations are willing to turn a blind eye to wrongdoing that may disrupt a successful sports program. I can assure you, I am not, and my fellow administrators are not. We hold everyone in our community to high standards, and we do not tolerate illegal, abusive, or unethical behavior, no matter who you are. Chancellor Nancy Cantor. And later today, Ryan, earlier today, Bernie Fine came out with a statement as well.
Yes, through his lawyer, Bernie Fine has responded, and he has just released a statement saying, simply put, these allegations are patently false in every aspect. The fact is these allegations have been thoroughly investigated multiple times when evaluating the veracity of these accusations. Please keep in mind that credible media outlets were approached in the past to publicize these false allegations and declined to do so. Sadly, we live in an allegation-based society and an internet age where in a matter of minutes, one's lifelong reputation can be severely damaged. I am confident that, as in the past, a review of these allegations will be discredited and restore my reputation. There should never be a rush to judgment when someone's personal integrity and career are on the line.
So as opposed to a situation where Penn State was scrambling to try to find the information, it seems here you saw early on, the second the allegations came out, Kevin Quinn of Syracuse Public Affairs comes out with a statement. Then shortly thereafter, Jim Boeheim talks to the New York Times, ESPN, and says that all these allegations are completely false. And then you just heard, earlier today, Bernie Fine. So everyone's coming out on all fronts saying these are not true at all.
Right. At this moment, no grand jury indictment like there was in the Penn State case. Only allegations by two accusers at this time, in Syracuse has stressed, as Chancellor Cantor said in her statement, that there should not be a rush to judgment here.
All right. Thank you very much, Ryan. We'll have more on that story later on in the show as well.